Alright guys, welcome back to the other side of the coin once again. Second video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the first one, which was a little bit about the Kai Havertz whole last 24 hours, all the different evidence that's been coming out that this still will happen. So I wanted to keep that separate from this particular video, which I just want to have a conversation, honestly. I want to have a conversation in regards to what transpired in the Liverpool game. Not really too much getting into the whole match review and whatnot. Obviously, that's been a few days. I just want to talk about a couple of players, a few things I saw. And then I want to talk about the Wolves game, which is so important for the whole spectrum of this whole season. Now, first of all, that Liverpool game, honestly, I feel like formation-wise, we probably didn't get it right. I feel 4-3-3 would have been better. We would have matched them. But look, nonetheless, the game's over. We only needed a draw to secure Champions League, but we couldn't do that. And here's my thing. I want to talk about a few players that I feel, honestly, they shouldn't play for this club next season. I think, thank you so much for your services this season and last season, but moving forward, if we want to be serious again, we can't have these type of players anymore. So first of all, I want to talk about Kepa. Now, 5 goals conceded against Liverpool. I'm not going to say, all of those 5 he could have saved, but 100% he could have saved at least 2 to 3 of them. There was at least 3 of them where he didn't even move. And I feel like him not moving, which means to me, he's either not positioned correctly or his instincts are not quick enough. He's not seeing it quick enough. Whatever the case is, the confidence of this particular keeper is absolutely low. For him to be so stuck on his ground for some of these goals, I think it was the first one, second one, and the third one, where he was literally just stuck. Like, he did not know what to do. So it's important that, we part ways with Kepa. And it was quite telling. There was a particular incident in that match where there was I think it was a set piece that was from the left side, whether it was Robertson or someone else who was taking it, and it went right in between the defenders and the Liverpool and the goalkeeper. So Kepa and the defenders went right in between that particular channel. I call it the degree of uncertainty. And as soon as the ball was delivered in that channel, all the defenders, including the captain, Aspie, was screaming at Kepa, saying, Kepa, that's your job to pick that up. When it's in that channel, you need to come out and really command that. And he doesn't do that. And I think that itself has said to me that our defenders don't have any faith in our keeper anymore. And that was so evident. So, we can complain about our defense, and sure, that needs fixing as well. We need a solid left back. We need a solid centre back along with Zuma, I'd say. But besides that, I think we need to understand having a strong keeper, a commanding keeper who's going to command the box. Any set pieces coming in that area of degree of uncertainty, as I was saying, he would either punch or catch and just be completely commanding. It's so important. It is so important of the whole, structure of, the defensive structure basically. And there's so many stats out there, and I don't want to get into too much of these stats, saying that he's the worst Premier League keeper of all time, in terms of save percentages. He's the worst keeper in the Premier League this season in terms of save percentages, Champions League as well, and so on and so forth. There's some really bad stats on Kepa. And I think, if we want to be a serious club, we cannot have that level of keeping. We need far serious shot stopper. We need a far serious, goalkeeper that's going to command the box and just rip through the opposition, forwards whenever there is any chance of, I suppose, destroying the ball. So, this is one thing that I think we need to now completely understand, that Kepa needs to go. So that's that. Number 2, Jorginho. For me, since the restart, obviously we've been playing the lone DM and attacking 8s. And since Kante's injury, we've sort of reverted back to Jorginho and Kovacic double pivot. I thought it would work, but for some reason, I just get the feeling that Jorginho's mind is not there anymore. Like, I don't see him, that passionate Jorginho that we saw early in the season, that was doing the, lift your chin up and revving everyone up and all the other sorts of stuff. I don't see that anymore. And, he keeps getting caught out in counter-attacks. Whenever, even in a double pivot, there are times where Kovacic pushes up a little bit and you've got Jorginho sitting deep. Whenever there is a counter-attack, he gets caught out. Against Liverpool, I think it was that Liverpool player, Curtis, whatever his name is, he went straight through. Jorginho really should have, done a technical foul there, but the Liverpool player is just way too fast, way too physical for Jorginho, and Jorginho really just been pushed aside and just spun around. And we've seen that far too many times of Jorginho, where he is not defensively astute at all. Yes, he has helped out this season here and there in defensive situation, interceptions and whatnot, but since the restart, I think his mind's simply not in there. And here's another player that I think he wants to leave as well. He's seen that with all the different recruitments that are coming through, our interest towards Declan Rice as well. Honestly, and he can also see that Kante is favoured, I suppose, being the lone DM. He can sense it now that his time in this club is coming to an end. So, look, here's another player that I don't think I want to see next season. He needs to move on, and we probably need to replace. We probably need to get someone, who's going to be a backup for Kante, to be honest. So, these are the two players for me that 100% cannot be part of the Wolves game, number one. I'd rather see Caballero get the chance. He'll probably be an upgrade to Kepa, to be honest, in terms of confidence, in terms of being a bit more commanding in the box. He's not scared to come out and collect the ball. He's a great shot stopper. So, want to give Caballero an opportunity. It's an important match. We can't have players like, Moutinho, if he's playing, and Ruben Neves taking punts from long range and really, fancying themselves to get a opportunity against Kepa. So I don't want that to happen. And plus, they're fairly decent physical team in terms of Adama Traore and even their backline. So I don't want any of the set pieces where Kepa's too scared to negotiate with them. So that's one thing. The other thing, Jorginho, if Kante is even remotely, fit, I want to see him. I don't want to see Jorginho start in that match at all. When it comes to counter-attacks, and Wolves are very good at counter-attacking. We've seen it. They've done us a few times. So Kante, even if he's remotely fit, I want him to start. And if he's not fit, if we don't want to risk him, I still want just Kovacic or Ruben Loftus-Cheek or whoever else to help out in the middle in a double pivot, because it's just, for me, Kepa and Jorginho, I don't think will add any more value at all. And we need to just finish that chapter up. So that's a little bit about what I've learned in that Liverpool match. Now, talking about this whole Wolves match that's coming up, it's very important. We get a draw or a win, we've secured Champions League. I think we should play 3-4-3 again. We've played, that's what they play. We've played them that formation earlier this season. We beat them 5-2. And I'd like us to play that. Pulisic has to start. Hopefully he's fit. He's the main guy for me up front. He has to start. And Giroud, please. I hope Tammy doesn't start. I know he's scored, but it's got to be Giroud. We cannot make this mistake. Pulisic and Giroud has great combination, so it's got to be them. I wouldn't mind giving Callum Hudson-Odoi a chance, to be honest. I think, there was a bit of a burning desire I saw in Kepa and Jorginho, and I think I would rather that. And if we play 3-4-3 with Reece James in the wing back and Azpilicueta in right back, doesn't really, you don't need that much defensive work from Kepa and Jorginho. Now I'd rather use his attacking prowess in that system, so I wouldn't mind giving him a chance. As I said, in midfield, Kante for me, if he's fit, he starts. If he doesn't, then it's Kovacic and Ruben Loftus-Cheek would be my initial choice. And, left wing back, Alonso is the best left wing back for us. And back three, as you were, with Zuma, Azpilicueta and Rudiger. Look, I don't mind if we give Christensen a chance. Look, it doesn't really bother me, but then again, there is an argument that he's not too... He sort of loses concentration every now and then in big matches like this. Plus also physically, he may not be up for it up against quite a physical Wolves team. So that would be my team. You know, I feel like if we win this or draw this, if we secure Champions League, Kai Havertz still happens immediately. It's going to happen anyway, but that particular confirmation just makes it 100%. I'd even think straight away after the game, we'd probably hear that within the next 24 hours that Kai Havertz is done. So it's a massive, massive game for us. You know, I'm hoping, look, I don't want Man United to win, but I understand if they win, then, you know, the pressure's off us. It'd be great to see Leicester win and them making it through, and hopefully we get the win as well and we make it through, or a draw. So either way, I don't really care, but I do understand if Man United wins in that particular match, it helps us out. So overall, look guys, it's going to be a big day tomorrow, and it's the final match of the Premier League. What a season it's been, you know, for Frank Lampard. Hopefully it ends with a perfect scenario for us. And yeah, let me know what you think of the match. Let me know what lineups you're going to go with. And yeah, tell me how you feel about the match. Till next time, guys. See ya.